So today I wanted to run through with you and just have a bit of a quick talk about our stone stomper that we have put on to our Golf Savannah 499 pop top caravan. When we originally purchased the caravan, as a lot of them do, it came with a stone guard that was just too bulky and too cumbersome to get around to the front boot space. And also the downside with those bars is that stones can bounce off and they might protect the van, but then they can bounce back and smash the back window of your ute or your car. So we wanted a different alternative, and we've come across this fantastic Australian company called Stomper. They make your stone guards specifically for your van and your car setup. So they are not just a generic thing. They do need to be measured, and there are full, really comprehensive instructions of how to measure on their website. They're extremely helpful as well. No question is too hard for them, and they get onto you very, very quickly. When we ordered our stone stomper, it was when all the world was collapsing back in the start of COVID, and deliveries were starting to slow, and it was really difficult. They were brilliant from start to finish. We received ours within a week. It was like super fast. So really, really good company to deal with. I'm going to turn you around. Don't get shocked at the state of our van and stone stomper at the moment. We have been traveling outback at the moment, all through outback New South Wales and Queensland for just over 2 weeks, and we've been through some really rough and rugged conditions. So you will see the van is desperately needing a good clean, and it's just proved as well that this stone stomper is worth its weight in gold. So I'll flip you around and you can have a look and see. So that's what it looks like at the moment. It isn't completely connected. I will do that in a minute as demonstration purposes to show you. So where we've measured it from, it was measured from the start of this crossbar underneath the van. Not sure if you can see that very well, but the measurement goes from here, and then it measures up to the back of your bumper section. But again, there are complete instructions of how to measure correctly. We got a couple of additions with this when we asked for it. Again, it'll tell you all the additions you can have. We asked for these extra supports here on each side, and you can see we've Jason's put a bit of this poly tubing down. Did you brace with something? There's
yeah, I've got a metal brace in
between
the flex.
Yeah, okay. So he's put also a metal brace inside this this pole to stop the flex of the pole, and he's bolted it on to these sections, and he's also just added something on. It's a little bit crude. There's probably some nicer ways of being able to cap it off, but just to stop it from slipping as well when it gets really rough and rugged, and that stops it from dragging down. When you can see we've been through some pretty horrific mud situations as well, and when it does get a bit muddy, it can get a bit weighted down. So this just helps to stop it from dragging down during that situation, and when it dries off, it's really great. You just give it a kick and a flick and it all comes off anyway. So these are an extra that you have on, and we also got extra, if you can see, like you'll get this mesh and you get this area that is like a wider, sort of a thicker support underneath. We asked to have that added on underneath, just where the handbrake and things go, just to have that little bit of extra support under there. The other things that we got added on, did they come with the flaps as well?
Yeah,
they do. Oh, they do, but you can get bags, which we also got as an extra, and these roll up when you've detached from the car if you wanted to slip them into the bag and just keep them nice and neat so they're not sort of flopping about everywhere.
But we did pay to have the extra width because of the tyre span.
Yes, just as Jason said, because obviously our profile's a little bit wider than the car, so we wanted to make sure that that was covered as well. So the way that they actually attach is like really simple and easy to use. As you can see, obviously at the moment we've got it flipped back so that we can access the back of the ute, and you'll be wanting to do the same thing when you want to access the back of the car. So they just clip on. You'll see all along here, probably easier to see, you've got your points where your clips go into, so you can't get it wrong. There's a centerpiece that runs around. We just hook it around to hold it there. Then once the plugs are connected, so you connect them in, then another little thing that we do just to help protect, because obviously there's like you can see what we're standing on right now, this is a lot of what we're driving. When we clip it in, we make sure the clips are facing upwards just as an extra precaution. So if they were facing downwards, they might have more chance of actually breaking. But they are, like you'll see, you can feel the quality of these. Everything about this is like just super good quality, really tough and rugged. And then it simply just clips on. I'll finish it off. And that's it. That's all you have to do to actually put it together. And then when you get to your destination, you can leave it. What we do is we just unhitch it. If we're detaching the car, we undo all these buckles along here and we just fold it back on itself, and then off we go for the day and just leave it in place. We will also make sure that we put the website of the company in our comments so you know where to actually go to. I might actually add, we have absolutely no affiliation with this company whatsoever. We have paid for this product ourselves and we use it ourselves, and we just are simply letting people know that this is what we use, and clearly it's well used, and we absolutely love the product. And when we find a product that we absolutely love, we love to tell other people about it as well, so that they might get the use out of it too. So that being said, you might also have a look at it and think, how does it work when you're actually turning? And I'll add some pictures at the end of this little short video so you can see that it actually, these rubber sections are like super strong and really stretchy. And when you turn, it bends with the articulation. It's like quite incredible. You can get really tight turns and it doesn't affect the Stone Stomper in any way, shape or form. So you're not obstructed by anything. But I think that's pretty much about it. Obviously, the way that it's designed to work is that it stops what it says, all the stones from flicking up underneath, and keeps them up, down and away from your vehicle and your van. So yeah, that's pretty much, I think, everything that I need to cover. Jason, have I forgotten anything to mention?
I don't think so. No, that's pretty much covered. But
Yeah.
if they do have any questions, please just drop us a message and we will certainly try and answer what we can, and if not, we'll direct you to where the appropriate area.
Yeah, the company that made them, because we're certainly no experts. As we said, we're just going off our experiences and what we've used. And Jason installed it himself. Probably the only other question that may be on their minds, how long do you think it actually took you to install it?
Maybe a couple of hours, just trying to get everything in the right position, making sure that it's taut right. Yeah, maybe 2 hours.
Okay. All right, so there you have it. Not a difficult project to do. Once it's on, as I said, we leave it in place. The only other thing that I might mention is that the little clips that he's connected it with down here, sometimes these can actually come loose, and I've just noticed that it's obviously broken off and missing. We put a little cable tie through there just to help stop that from rattling out and coming loose at any stage. That's still pretty tight, but the cable tie's gone. So we'll just pop another one on there. It just gives it that little bit of extra protection from coming loose in the really rugged conditions. But yeah, as you can see underneath, that's how it all works, and it's most definitely doing its job. That is for sure. So we love it. As I said, another brilliant Australian product that we love to talk about, and hopefully you got some helpful information out of this. Thanks.